Organize your team's tasks and deliverables with a clear work breakdown structure, or known as a WBS. Introducing the Work Breakdown Structure Framework. WBS helps to engineer and visualize the who's and the what's with easy-to-follow tiers and hierarchies. WBS helps project managers identify key activities and resources to make successful deliverables. The traditional WBS applies a hierarchical approach to project activities to help you prioritize tasks. Elaborate on key activities with a mini progress tracker to hone in on additional details across tasks. A deliverable approach WBS zooms in on what resources are needed for each deliverable across work sections and activities. The first step in the development of a project schedule defines the work to be completed and in what order. On top of that, it allows a project manager to work backward and identify the exact steps and components needed if they already have a goal for final deliverables. A well-constructed WBS can help the entire project management process immensely. For a broader explanation of this framework, watch until the end of this video. For more business resources and frameworks, don't forget to subscribe.
Hi everyone, I'm going to be giving you a quick overview of our work breakdown structure framework. So this framework begins with a high-level work breakdown of typical project phases. In this example, the phases are planning, analysis, design, build, test, and go live. Every project team operates differently, so you can plug in your own key activities across each phase. Some questions to ask yourself are, what does planning look like to your team, and what about analyzing? There are two types of WBS diagrams, phase-based and deliverable-based. The typical work breakdown structure chart is phase-based and resembles a tree diagram like this one. The top level is the project title, a final deliverable, or it could even be a new feature. The second level is the controls account. And the next row is the work packages section, where the groups of tasks that lead to your controls account are listed. Finally, there's the key activities section, where tasks needed to complete the work package are listed and grouped. A table layout of WBS allows room for even more detailed activities that correspond to each phase. This table WBS includes quantitative measurables like the duration of time and number of resources needed to complete each task. This can easily be substituted for qualitative inputs if you need more description. For even finer detail, a more descriptive WBS task table is super useful. Break down work by task category, description, deliverables, each person responsible, and the deadline. On the other hand, a more simplified WBS approach can be useful for a top-level overview. This helps to align bullet lists of tasks across main phases with room to assign the task and team member that's responsible for each. And then here we have a combination of a table and tree diagram WBS. You can fill in the project basics at the top and then provide a more top-level view of the controls account, work packages, and corresponding activities. Since WBS diagrams can be dense and it can be hard to fit all of your information, having a way to highlight particular tasks can be super helpful. You can use a mini progress tracker to elaborate on project status and details. You can even use these progress bars to highlight steps towards completion on specific features. Alternatively, a bar graph can also be used to showcase more data-driven details. And then here we have a deliverable-based WBS, which is useful to define what resources each phase needs to be accomplished. Unlike the typical phase-based diagram we've seen so far, this deliverable-based WBS has a left to right visualization. In this example, the deliverable-based WBS helps us determine the hours and budget of each task, but you can change these. In this alternative view of a left to right work breakdown chart, we list each tier of WBS at the bottom. This means that the big picture falls on the left, and the more fine-tuned details follow as we move to the right. And this is our last slide, so thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out more of our frameworks at uexec.com.
And for more business resources and frameworks, don't forget to subscribe.